Well, seeking is a movement. It's like a movement that started as soon as we felt like we lost something, and that probably started in our childhood or late childhood, that we feel like we've lost some connection to source. So as soon as we feel like we've lost something, then we go in the search of it, and we long for something. We long for that which we lost. And we put that longing in things outside of ourselves. So it's a movement that takes on the momentum of being something that we do outside of ourselves. And so we seek outside of ourselves for something that we lost here. It's like a motor, it's like this machine. It has movement. And seeking is actually part of the movement of ego. So ego is actually the sense of having a personal sense of I. And the I is in motion, and it verbs itself on and on. And that's what gives one a continuous sense of having an I. So the seeking, it is a carryover of that movement. So it becomes a verb. It is a verb, seeking. I'm seeking. So I'm seeking after something that I lost. And we do it in all kinds of ways, right? We're looking for satisfaction in life and happiness in a moment and in a relationship. And then there are those who try to seek in spirituality, within spirituality. And so when you start going into being a seeker within spirituality, you think that you cornered seeking to, where it really belongs. But really, that's all pretty much the same stuff. The useful thing of maybe going for it in a spiritual sense is that you might come across some good teaching, or somebody might knock some sense in you if life doesn't do that. And hopefully some good sense, the kind of sense that stops you, right? And life can do that too. It doesn't have to be a teacher. Life can and does often knock sense in us through hardships and crises and different things like that, where we realize that being in imagination is not going to solve our current problem of not being okay with what is, being okay with the moment as it is. So seeking really is an escape from the moment, from being here as it is. And it's funny because really where the stopping of seeking lies is resting here, where that movement, it actually stops looking outside of itself to save itself, and actually stops. When we're a child, we're taught by the people around us. It's like a mass hypnosis that life is supposed to satisfy us, that the moment's not enough. Let's do this, let's do that. Are you happy now? All these innocent things that adults do and teach children to do, that they'll be happier in the next moment. And when children start to believe that, that's when the longing to be whole, have that feeling of wholeness, to have it back. We want that feeling back. We want to know ourselves again as whole. So How do you stop seeking? Well, for one thing, you stop running after things. It can be really difficult to have that motor slow down and stop, because then you have to face yourself. You have to stop imagining that it's going to be somewhere else. Imagination is not going to save you. So you have to stop imagining that it's somewhere else, what you're longing for. And that is, for some, that's a hard death, to just pull the plug on the momentum of imagination. But that's what needs to happen. And everything starts to slow down. And then suddenly, at some point, there you are again. You're just here. You don't even know how it happened that you're here again. But you land back in the moment without imagination that it would be any different than what it is. You don't need it to be different than what it is. And seeking dies with that. So, and then you get to see if ego really exists.